What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at big boy Virgil van Dijk, and unfortunately for him, we did do his record breaker the other day actually, and I thought, you know what, I really liked his record breaker and I hadn't used his gold yet, so I thought it'd be very interesting to try his gold and see if I notice any differences really. And obviously, unfortunately for him, as I was kind of going with it, he is injured for quite some time. I'm not too sure of the specifics, but I know he is injured for quite some time, so more than likely the Van Dijk specials we're going to be getting are all based around non-live performances or performance-based cards. So it's going to be things like Shapeshifter, it's going to be Foot Birthday, it's going to be, it can't be Future Star, but I don't know what else there is. I think it's just them two, and then there's probably others that I've just completely forgot about, but realistically, we are going to get them. He is a big seller in the FIFA market and within EA's kind of like brand of cards. So he will be there to sell cards. And obviously not being able to get informs, team of the weeks, road to the finals, all of that good stuff. Then unfortunately he is going to have to be kind of non-performance based. So he might have an upgrade on his skill move, his weak foot. He may be a different position, maybe a CDM Van Dijk, a striker Van Dijk. We've seen it all, and hopefully we do get some more of him because he is a wonderful centre-back. He is coming in currently at 293 on the Xbox and 300 smack bang on the PlayStation. So it's a very interesting price because it actually isn't that much. But the question is he the best centre-back? So if we do go into Virgil's in-game stats and all of that good stuff, he is a Dutch centre-back from Liverpool with a 2-star skill move and a 3-star weak foot. He is the whopping height of 6'4" with a right foot and a medium work rate, and his body type is unique. I think they've absolutely screwed that up. But in terms of his stats then, so we've got 76 pace, which is always great. On a shadow, you can get that up to 86. If you put it on an anchor, I believe that goes up by 5, which would make it an 81. We have got 91 defending on the base, 86 physical on the base. We've got 71 passing and 72 dribbling, as you can see on the screen. He's got more sprint speed than acceleration. I always prefer them the other way around in this game. He's got 90 composure, which for me is that's perfect. That is absolutely bang on. Obviously, as we go more in forms, we can see an increase, and we will show you the difference between the record breaker and obviously this Virgil, because he has got a hell of a lot more passing in his record breaker, which is a nice factor. And I must admit, I sometimes don't see the massive benefits of having such an all-round centre-back. I need a defender who's fast and got great physical, but having that little passing element to him as well was actually quite nice. He is very meta as it is. He is known as one of the best, if not the best, gold centre-back in the game. I think Varane definitely questions that this game, and Gomez this year as an underrated kind of low 83s definitely will challenge him, to be honest. I've seen a lot more Gomez's than I have Van Dijk, so a very interesting debate right there. So if you do want to leave, who is the best gold centre-back in FIFA 21 bar from Varane? I'm interested to see how many people put Van Dijk, Gomez. Ramos is in the question for some people. Personally, I think he's past the point now, but let me know who you think it is. And in terms of other stats, then we're obviously defending physical is phenomenal for him. He's got such a reach that you'll see in the clips. He genuinely can just tackle anybody, and he is such a big unit. He really does get the ball 9 times out of 10 at the very least, and half of them are AIs, to be honest. He is absolutely cracked with that AI look, so it's going to be very interesting to see how he pans out in the future with special cards. But he's already got a record breaker. Can we see another one going forward? But make sure you like and subscribe and drop a like down below, and let's get into some gameplay. So with Van Dijk's gameplay, like I said, he is an absolute unit of a player, and honestly, he just wins the ball back consistently every single time. He really just puts a foot out. I don't know what it is about him, but his leg reach is just next level. I don't know if the patch has come in yet. I feel like it was meant to, but it may have been delayed into kind of stopping how much a defender can actually kind of reach for the ball. But we see it time in, time out. His tackling is wonderful. His recovery is cracking. Pace-wise, is a hit and miss every now and then. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes when you got like that over the top through ball, ball, maybe a nice through ball that the guy's completely nailed on the head, then maybe he might not be able to catch an Mbappe or Neymar. But there is only so many circumstances, and you just adjust your game to that. That's kind of like you playing better rather than just making sure that your centre-backs do absolutely everything. But he does manage to get his head quite a lot of the time. So as we see here, we have got the gold Varane, 293, 300 practically on the button. It has gone now to 304, but it is up and down as we go forward through the week. Obviously, foot champs and then non-foot champs, he does go up and down. In terms of everything else then, in terms of chemistry style, in fact, people are obviously wanting the shadow. Who wouldn't? You need that pace increase. It gives him into a 93 centre-back with 98 defending, 86 pace. It's absolutely phenomenal. And he genuinely has some really nice links. Coman as a centre-back. Van der Sar as a mid. Don't go for his baby. Go for his mid at the very least. Trent with no informs at the moment. Gomez, who's got one inform, who is in the similar player, because Gomez and Varane are the kind of other two that I would go for if I didn't have Vidic and Varane. So potentially Gomez could be the one that beats him. Let me know down below, like I said. And in terms of all the other stats, I think are relatively fine. Obviously, we're going to be wanting more informs from Van Dijk, and he will get into the team at some point. More than likely, he is going to be a team of the year. I can't see him not being. Even with the injury now, I think it goes on like last year's performance rather than going forward. So he should be safe as a centre-back going forward. It would be the next year that he would struggle unless he came back and absolutely had a mad one for the last 6-7 months of the year. He would have to have a cracking career at that point. But hopefully good recovery to him. I don't wish any player to be down on their luck in terms of injured. So hopefully we do see him back. He was at such a prime in his life at the minute, and it's incredible to see. We did look at the generations during the record breaker, if you didn't see that. I don't want to go and reiterate all the time with these, especially when I've already done so many, but we can see where he kind of hit his peak. FIFA 19 was kind of like the Van Dijk era then, and he's managed to get how many? Well, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13 cards is unreal. A little bit lackluster last year with 8 compared to his year before, but still 299s. You can't really argue with that. I played with both of them. Obviously, they're exactly the same. They are phenomenal. Hopefully, we do get something. And I really liked this FUT birthday one as well. Even though we had, I think, Prime Moment Rio, and I think it was a Virgil at that point who was 99. I think by the time I got that card, I already had his 99. It was just unreal. I really did enjoy that card. I thought it was a nice one. Just going into kind of team of the season beforehand, having a little bit of fun with some really high meta players. And I always like FUT birthday. They always deliver something that I do like. Even if it's not the team or the promo, there's definitely a player out there that always appeals to my game style, which is always nice. Other than that, we have gotten a lot of links. Dutch-wise, there's plenty of icons. Like I said, you've got so many choices. You can go with midfielders. You can go with a Hullet, who's obviously one of the best. You've got attacking players you could bring down into CDM as links. Cruyff, Coman, Van der Sar. You could go Overmars if you wanted to change a position of some sort. Maybe you want to put him as CDM off chem. It's all down to you. Depay obviously having an 87 now. We got Wijnaldum, a teammate with a perfect link. De Ligt, De Jong, De Riv. I said that last time, I'm pretty sure. Plenty of players that you can link him with, basically. He is a good player, and I think he is on the top of his game still. In terms of FIFA rating, he is definitely up there. I wouldn't really waste my money too much with this 1.1 mil record breaker. I'd just go straight in and go and get this Virgil, because if we look at the upgrade, realistically, no composure upgrade. Defending really doesn't make a difference if you're whacking a shadow on. Pace, again, it's a +1, so it's not really making a massive difference. It is that passing, which is always nice, but is it worth an extra, like literally 800k? Probably not, in my opinion. But hopefully you did enjoy this video. Let me know down below what you think of Virgil. The comment for today is, who is the best gold centre-back, bar from Varane? Gomez, Van Dijk, like I said, you've got, who else have you actually got? Let's quickly just have a look before we go. Who else do we have? Let's go just to players, and we will go gold, because I keep thinking that there's another one that I'm absolutely forgetting, and it really should be straight off the top. Koulibaly's quite nice. I don't think the Lenglet's decent. I don't think there is. I think Gomez, Van Dijk is, in gold terms, are probably the next best two. Varane for me is number one. I really enjoy that card. He's got great pace. He's just overall a very, very nice card. But I think definitely Gomez, Van Dijk are next. Let me know down below what you think. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.